Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and we're looking at the 2004 United States Jefferson nickels, and this is one of them on the top. Obviously, this is a business strike circulating version we have right here on the top. It says, "In God We Trust" here, Liberty behind it, and 2004 here after the star, and of course you can see the star right there. Down here there's a P for Philadelphia, and way down at the bottom you can see an F and an S here for Felix Schlag, who was the original engraver of these coins in 1938. And what did those look like in 1938? Well, there's one of them. Look at that funny 8. Look at the funny 3, too. It's a little bit worn. You can't really tell it's a star anymore. Look what down here. There's no FS because they didn't put that on until 65, I think. For some reason, Felix Schlag didn't have initials on the original one. And so this is the 2004 here. And we're going to look at the piece metal version of the 2004 coin. Jefferson facing to the left, and God We Trust in front of him, Liberty behind him, the year behind that, and then the mint mark here. Now, all of the 2004 coins will have a mint mark on the nickels. There's no plain for Philly on the nickels for 2004. And here are the 3 of them. You can tell this one in the front's a little bit different. And of course it is a little bit different because it is the proof coin. And we can tell it's a proof coin because when we magnify it, we see an S right there. So that indicates it's a proof coin. In 2004, they made about 2.992, essentially 3 million proof coins. So there's plenty of these out here. Again, this has the FS on it also, right there. And it has a different, you can tell it has a different shine to it, different polish on the Jefferson. That's why Jefferson kind of sticks right up off it. One of the things that people should know, I guess, is that this is the last year that we had this Jefferson on the coin. In 2005, they moved to a different Jefferson. And you notice the difference between the two of these ones? So this is the proof coin. This is what they call the satin finish. In 2005, they have some satin finish coins. It's not a business strike. It's a different thing altogether. And so in 2005, they moved from Jefferson facing to the left to Jefferson facing to the right. The so-called large portrait version or large profile version. And you can see just made a huge difference. And then this, of course, was one of the Lewis and Clark coins too. It was the Ocean View over the Joy coin. All right, so we've hidden it long enough. What is on the back of these coins? Well, it is the so-called piece metal design. And Jefferson himself, President Jefferson himself, designed this coin so that it could be given to the Native Americans as the Lewis and Clark went across the country. It says United States of America at the top, Louisiana Purchase underneath that. And because Louisiana Purchase got everything from Louisiana all the way up through to the Dakotas, and west of that, east and west of that, Jefferson wanted to figure out exactly what lands we had there in the United States after we purchased them from France in 1803. You see these 2 interesting emblems up here. And so on the piece metal, what Jefferson put on there was a tomahawk facing this way, a calumet facing this way, and that's actually a peace pipe. On the left hand here, I don't know if you can see it, is a United States soldier's cuff of his uniform. On the right here is a Native American silver band, and it has an American eagle on it. So essentially what Jefferson was saying was, can the Native Americans in the United States Army or United States government shake hands over this deal to share the West. Of course, we didn't do much sharing, but that was the point of it. Down here you see there's the N-E-N, and that's for Norman E. Nemeth, who was the engraver of the back of these coins. And then way down at the bottom you see it says E pluribus unum and 5 cents. Again, this is quite a different finish when you get to the proof coins. They also made business strike coins, or regular circulating coins, at Denver and at Philadelphia in 2004. The Denver Mint, they made 372 million. At the Philadelphia Mint they made 361.4 million. So, and these will be exactly the same on the back, just a different finish. Now, they did one other thing though in 2004, and that is they put out 2 different nickels. And so not only did they put out the piece metal, but they also put out this one. And let me show you the front and back of this one. So this one here is the second one. It's called the keelboat version. You can see them on a keelboat going down to probably the Missouri. If we flip it over, we see this is the 2004 also. So this is the 2004. We flip this one over, we get the piece metal. This is the 2004. We flip this one over, we get the keelboat. They put out 2 different nickels with 2 different reverses in 2004. And that's the 2 of them. They also changed after 2004 to a different image. So in 2005, they switched over to a different Jefferson on the front. And so, and that's of course the one we just looked at. And then after 2005, so this is the different Jefferson, and then the year after that in 2006 they came out with this Jefferson. So let's see if we can get them all together. All right, so this is the original one, came out in 1938, and we looked at the 1938 to kind of get a glimpse at it. There it is right there. This is, they went through 2004 with this on the front. Then in 2005 they switched to this large profile image, and then in 2006 they switched to the modern image, which is Jefferson facing towards the camera. All right, well that's all we have today from Big D. This is DC saying please subscribe to the Big D Coin channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.